I think we're live. Let's see if that's actually the case. Notify me when we're live. This pancake brought to you by Flavor Town.
You don't like flavor?
Whatever the holy hell that is. Thanks, Flavor Town, for throwing me 50 cents. All right, let's hit the launch button. I already ground the grums and threw the water in. Launch. Yep. I'm gonna pick a coffee cup. For some reason, I feel like this one's appropriate. Let's keep the dumb fuckery to a minimum today. That's probably a good philosophy for almost always. But we're gonna go with that one today. And yeah, the recycling needs to go out. I'm well aware. All right. Pancake day. Need to clean the. Let's do that real quick. Let's get this thing hot. We'll sterilize the griddle. That'll be the way we clean it. That sounds like a good idea. Oh yeah. I feel like I need like a piece of fruit or something. Maybe some grapes. I think I got some grapes. Hold on a second. Just eating nothing but pancakes and syrup. Let's make some grapes. Let's make some grapes. We are making grapes, kids. The old grape maker. Do a little grape surgery real quick. That may be a little more grapes than I need. Come on, little. There we go. Those a rinse. My dirty sink. You guys want to see my dirty sink? Oh yeah, let's do it. It's not actually full of dirty dishes today, so we can rinse them off. Check that thing out. You ever seen such a fancy holds my my coffee pot rag. That's not a scrub rag, that's a coffee pot wiping rag. Don't forget. Don't forget. If you're into forgetting, try not to forget. The size of them babies. Beautiful. We're gonna wipe that down real quick. Give it the old paper towel polish. Nothing says clean enough to cook on like paper towel polish. I usually don't get too crazy cooking like weird stuff on this particular griddle. This is more like the grilled cheese griddle. But I cooked eggs on it the other day, or yesterday. So I'm going to go with the power of steam, water, and a paper towel and heat. Although, like, for the first time in my entire life, I think, I cracked an egg yesterday. When I cracked it on here, the whole egg was, like, yellow. I've never experienced that. I was just like, what the hell just happened? It didn't smell bad, but it was like the yolk was yellow. The inside of the shell was yellow, and I was like, barf. I'm not eating that shit. Get out of here with your gross-ass eggs. I can't do eggs right anymore. I just realized I have no lights going. Hold, please. I'm breaking shit. One light there. One light there. I'll put this one in real quick. Get this one going. One light there. Okay. I forgot to launch this thing up to the TV in the kitchen. Let's do that real quick. This seems important. Okay. It's official. We have did the thing. Let it mess up. Okay. Pancake making time. Oh, I'm trying to remember all the ridiculous shit I saw this week. There's so much. It just feels like we're edging into a, I don't know what you can even call it, timeline. Like people keep saying stuff on the internet like, you guys remember when they ran CERN for the first time? Those two grapes sucked. Must have got dropped. That was gross. Better. Large collider, hadron, whatever. That's CERN. People were saying when they did that, it split time and we went into two timelines. Anybody heard about that? And if you're watching my stream right now, you're in the timeline where everything's the stupidest shit you ever seen in your life. Those were 2 cups. You can always eat 4 pancakes later. True facts. True facts. Oh well. Oh well. Come on, out with you. Perfect. Perfection. Nothing but perfection. Is that sealing? Why am I struggling so bad? It's just a... Alright, we need 1 1/3 cups in the old liquid measuring department. For you that are new. There's 1 cup, there's 1 1/3, see? And then, non-liquid. Don't mess it up, make it perfect. Bend at the waist. Eyeball that in. Oh, looks like my stream crashed out. This is still going though. Looks like. The old, took a shit. Started streaming less than a minute ago. Oh, according to this, it's been 9 minutes. So, okay. Good work. Good work, YouTube. Let's whisk it up. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Whisk, 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 whisk. Whisk, 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 whisk. Whisk, 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 whisk. Give the old mixy mix mix. Pancake batter. It's got a little thickness to it. think we've achieved perfection in the dough department. It's a little thin or thick. Anybody else feel that that's a little bit thick? I might give a splash. I might add a splash to that real quick. We're doing a game infield adjustment. Just felt a skosh too. I don't think the bowl should spin too much when you're mixing, although it's definitely doing that. Yeah, that feels better. Like it should flow a little bit. Like it shouldn't just be like a concrete. Whatever. Extraordinarily entertaining, I'm sure. I'm trying to think of the stupid shit that happened this week. Well, I know the first thing that happened this week is I should get some coffee in me. Let's do that real fast while I rinse this so I don't get permanent pancake batter stuck forever on the Danish dough hook. Let's do the coffee real quick. Oh, by the way, I cleaned my coffee pot. I'll prove it. See, it's actually clear. This part up here will never come clean. That's permanently fogged, no matter how I scrub that. But I got the glass clean. I actually used soap on that. That's right. Some sort of a bird screaming out the window right now. Just for no reason, just screaming. Why not? Just be a bird and do some screaming. Can you hear it? Meh, meh. I think it's a catbird. I don't know if he's alarming. Maybe there's some neighbor's actual field bird. I'll throw a rock at its head or something. Get half and half real quick. Whatever. Good times, good times, good times. Oh, man. Just have a little moment of silence for the dirty coffee mug or dirty coffee pot. I'm gonna miss him. All right. There I was, apparently, sitting in my kitchen looking at myself like a fucking crazy person. That's fine. I don't mind. Nothing wrong with that. With a medium on between the where to go between the light color and the dark color. That seems to be the pair, right? How else would you do it in life? And we'll get a little bit of water. Give the old splash test. Well, we got sizzle. You guys see that? That's the international cater for you can cook your pancakes now. Just in case you were nervous, I'm just going to use this cup measure to spoon ladle my pancake mix out this morning. We're going to do fried pancakes, because why not? So to shallow fry a pancake, you put a little dollop of your favorite kind of cooking oil. And then you take your pancake mix. And apparently before the oil is hot enough to start frying your pancake, you really disaster mode it out. Yep, that happened. You get your competition pancake flipper out. That's this one. You can tell it's a competition flipper because it's got flex to it. So this pancake is gonna suck balls because it's too hot enough. That's fine. Fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all gonna work out. Everything's great. Nothing to worry about. Everything's going according to plan. Stop stressing. Oh yeah, it's gonna be terrible. Not hot enough. I think we made two pancakes, so we can throw this one in the goddamn garbage for sucking. All right. So what happened this week? I don't even remember anymore. It's a blur. Everything's a blur now. Although I will say I got great sleep last night. Fell asleep at 11. Woke up at 8. That is a solid night's sleep. Woke up one time. Had a weird nightmare. I guess. It woke me up. I don't remember what it was though. Maybe it wasn't a nightmare. I had a dream though. Cause I got that watch that tracks my sleep, and it definitely showed me sleeping perfect. All of a sudden, just boom up. When I woke up, I was like, I need a drink. So I came to drink. Then I was kind of awake. So then I ate some cookies. Then I watched some TV. And I went back to bed. How about that for a story, kids? Story. Tell us a story, Elveshelves. Ooh, may have recovered that one. That's the sound of a shallow fried pancake. Mmm, yummy. Yeah, everything's stalled out. Anything going right now? I don't even know if this is streaming. It says it is. Like my stream to my TV is completely kerplunked. Nothing crapped out. Kitchen TV. Let's see if we can make this work. Here, what else? Here's something to look at. It's struggling. Yep. Did they put a naughty list? Am I not allowed to stream anymore? Did I say bad about somebody that was not allowed to have bad things said about them? Is this happening to me? Don't pay much attention to what I say. Most of this is a fictional channel. Yeah, this is fiction. This is a make-believe channel. I'm playing a character. In today's episode, the character will put some butter on his pancake. Got the blue plates out. This is a blue plate special. I feel like my coffee's not working. Maybe I need to drink more of it. I even washed the disgusting stalactite. Oh, that just reminded me of something. Jeez. Off my maple syrup. What about the dude that I game with from Canada that had an ear infection so bad it came out his nose? My God. That shit was wild. When I said stalactites, it reminded me because he had ear infection stalactites. Which, as I say that while I'm eating, make me want to throw up. That shit is wild. You wild, man, wild. The problem he was having, because in Canada, that free healthcare, but he was having a problem of the doctor not wanting to do what needed to be done. He went to the emergency room, and the doctor's like, well, we'll just give you some pain meds. And he's like, I don't want pain meds. I want antibiotics to make my ear infection go away. I've had these my whole entire life. Can we just... Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like one of those deals where, like, you know what's happening, you've dealt with it before, and you just want to get it going. You ever experienced that in life? But the expert who's helping you can't fathom that anybody besides the expert would have a clue what's going on. It's like, here, take your pain meds and go fuck off into the street. And the dude's like, no, I don't want pain meds. I want antibiotics because you have an ear infection. Oh, no. No, you don't. That's not an ear infection. It's like, what? Why does it hurt so bad? Oh, that's something. Doctor. It's like, oh my God. Watch out, smartest guy in the room. Coming through. Smartest guy in the room coming through. Everybody make way. Whatever. I don't want to talk bad about doctors. Maybe put on a list. I remember one time in my life I went to a thing that was like a voluntary thing that you voluntarily. It was like a leadership training, if you will. And I remember thinking like, I took the day or the weekend off to come do this shit. And I get there and they make another guy that's there was doing the same thing, but he was a doctor and we should all stand and applaud that he took time out of his to do this shit. And I'm thinking, I don't like. Really? That's a thing? Like magic, huh? I didn't realize people were better than other people. I thought we were all equal. Oh. I mean, some people make decisions in life. Not my fault. I'll never forget how I just kind of like sat there and I thought, man, not even me. I wasn't even saying because of me. I'm just looking at a whole room of people. I was like, it's like the script is real. The script and everyone has to follow along. I actually know a couple of guys from high school that are doctors. They're some of the biggest dipshits I ever met in my life. I literally have no idea. I wouldn't feel safe going to them, not even for a second. Whatever. Whatever. See, I think my batter's too thick. It's making my pancakes too puffy. I burnt that last pancake because I was sitting here shit-talking shit. One does when cooking pancakes. So the burnt one might snack for later. We might eat the burnt pancake later. Or we may just take that pancake and tell it to go fuck itself downtown. Get real pile. We did turn the flame down a little tiny bit. Don't want to burn any pancakes. Oh, here we go. This was ready. There we go. That's what you're looking. That's the way you do it. Don't burn your pancakes on live TV. All right, what about? There's too much to bitch about, actually. Uh, 10 o'clock. Yeah, I think maybe I should like write stuff down. I have something more interesting to fucking blab my lips about. I mean, I had a guy comment thanking me for doing these streams, and he really enjoys them. I don't know when he watches. You know, part of me think if me cooking pancakes makes it a little easier for at least one other person to get through the day. And part of me thinks, what the fuck am I wasting my time for? I mean, cook pancakes anyways, but whoever I was talking to, I was talking to someone about it. It's like even like the video streaming, like YouTube channel stuff, it's like not even that's even like to be fair, you know, like you just want to have a channel, put some stuff on, maybe entertain some people, teach things, help some people figure some shit out, whatever. An alternative to like whatever the drip is that they pump out for everyone to watch. But like you go to you know, the regular viewer goes to like go to YouTube and it's like, all right, what's our choices? It's like, well, we're gonna allow women to dress up in fat stockings with no underwear on, so you can see every fucking living part of their body. And then, well, that's an option. Like, oh yeah, let's go to Elveshelves channel and watch them cook pancakes. And there's pornography. Like, that makes it fair. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you want to be a pornographer, go be a pornographer. That's fine. But like, maybe do that on your own network. Like, can we just have like a non-pornography network? But like, we can't have that. We have to have it on. Ugh. It's like, oh, it's educational. These are educational videos on the qualities of the material. It's like wet t-shirt contest. Well, it's an education on the qualities of the material when wet. I mean, you want to have them go watch a video on how to breastfeed, and you can watch a woman play with her tits with a fake baby, and a link to her own OnlyFans in the bio. Yep, that's educational purposes. So you learn how to breastfeed. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Like, I don't even watch my own videos if there's pictures of women playing with themselves on the video as an option. Like, that's not really fair. That's the world we live in now. I wish everybody the best of luck. I mean, they used to be a whore, and sometimes you just had to be a whore. You know, that was a thing. I've always felt bad for the whores, but sometimes you had to be one. Well, now it's like, yeah, I can be a whore. Like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a whore. Like, oh, well, it's good money in whoring, apparently. I mean, someone's got to do it. It just makes it so hard to just person and do normal shit. I'm trying to think like what the new thing is like what is it like? Whores that never whored themselves out enough now are whore their daughters. They're like, well, you know, when I was growing up, if we had this, I'd have been the top whore. But now that I got a kid, let's do this. Like, Jesus Christ. Man, all history goes through something. It's just like frightening to think what's coming. Because you used to read about, like, oh yeah, back in the day, like in the good old days, they used to let, and I'm talking the good old days, like America. Yeah, walk around half naked, you know, go to the orgy, and then, man, they got the kids involved and everything. It's like, oh, well, I haven't quite got the kids involved officially yet, you know, unofficially, but not officially. So that's coming, like, just because, why wouldn't it? It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. All right, what's the worst that could happen? Well, I'll tell you what the worst that could happen is. It goes in a cycle. I guess if you live in the part of the cycle where whatever's vogue is vogue and you can get away with it, yeah, better enjoy that, because like at some point it's not going to be vogue anymore. And it just goes in full loops, dude. Like one of the, like, we live in meme culture now, right? One of the funniest ones I've seen is like, this is my quick synopsis of the meme. Is like, what strong, empowered individuals think will happen during the downturn in the economy or whatever, you know, the economic meltdown. And it shows like a picture of like Wonder Woman, you know. This is what you'll actually be doing, and just shows like what the street hookers in Vela are doing, you know. It's just like, okay. Well, that's fun. I actually read a really interesting writing. I think it was from, oh god, I'm gonna forget. Kosovo? Was it the Kosovo War? Bosnian? And because there was like, you know, they got what they call preppers. I'm a prepper. I'm all ready. I'm ready for the war. And like, so this dude just like sat down and he's like, oh yeah, you guys all ready for that, are you? He's like, well, I lived through it. So like, he lived in the part of the planet Earth where they had a literal like war going on where people started to live. And he kind of explained like actually how it works. Like, I said basically, and I've really thought about this. I haven't done it yet because like what he told me and the way I live my life, it ain't gonna work out for me. What he said was, he said the people who had the largest group of friends, they're the ones that didn't get murdered. All the smaller groups got taken over and murdered. They got their shit stolen. Said all the women became prostitutes, had their kids, and that's how they got the fucking things they needed, by doing sexual acts for people who had more. And then he said lighters, fire, anything to make fire was like gold. It's like, you want to be a millionaire? You buy yourself a box of Bic lighters, and then when the fucking world comes to an end, you are a millionaire because everybody needs fire, and all that shit runs out. I'd be like, oh, I just go to the store and get one. It's like, that's fine. You can go to the store and get one, but eventually the store ain't gonna get any more, and then they're all gone. And then a time goes by, he's like, you know, while they're going through this thing, he's like, we didn't have furniture anymore because we burnt all our furniture. There were no more trees. There was no more scraps of wood. They burned all. Winter comes, and there's no more water, and you got to get your water from the fucking river. It'll give you diarrhea, and you'll fucking shit yourself out. So you got to boil it. It's like shit to burn, shit to start fires with. A group of people to defend your compound was like the only thing that worked. Because for him, the guy that was telling the story, while he was doing this, there was still a war, like an active shooting war going on where he lived. So it was like a whole bunch of not going out, and then going out was like crazy. But yeah, it was like anybody that was like, oh, you know that prepper guy, the one that was down the street? Yeah, let's go to his house and get all his shit. That's what they did. It's like, what the fuck? That's crazy. So I have no plans for that. I'm not even interested. Not even interested in any of that shit. So I try to keep like at least one can or bottle of Coca-Cola on hand at all times, so I have at least a nice cold Coke to watch the fucking world burn. Sit in my front yard, just watch it all fucking go smoky colored. Like, I truly think about that when I get my last Coke. I'm like, man, I gotta get another Coke on hand because that is not proper. Watch the end of the transpire. Whatever. It'll all be fine. That's not gonna happen. You know how I know it's not gonna happen? Because I/you are alive right now, and bad things can't happen to I/you. So that only happens in the history books to people who aren't alive anymore. See how that works? It's amazing. The power of positive. I started watching this weird series. Weird. It's called Weird History. I think it's called Weird History. Basically going through like shit that happened during. It seems like mostly they talk about World War II. But like just crazy shit that happened and like unexplained. And like they had one the other day. I was watching it last night. They had a bomber, like one of them big bombers. Let me get some half and half real quick. A bomber like came flying in. I was half asleep in the country. It did a run over some German held something or other, and it was flying back. And this plane like just comes in and does like an emergency landing in a field. And it just like comes down and just lands. And then like it would landed in a position where people could observe it. The good guy, whatever. But like no one got out of the plane. They're like, what the fuck? And like they're watching, like, why aren't they getting out? Like, oh, maybe something happened. Like maybe they all got like oxygen depletion or something, or what? Ooh, we gotta flip this. So they ran down to like rescue the crew. And there was nobody in the plane. The plane was empty. And the guys that were like there looking at it, like they weren't pilots or anything, and they searched the plane and there was like, they found parachutes in the plane. They're like, what the fuck is the plane? There's nobody in here. The plane landed itself. They couldn't figure out what the hell was happening. So they made some phone calls. You got some people come down, do some like official observing. Found like the number on the plane, reported back to like, they figured out where it was supposed to be, and like the crew was all there. They're like, yeah, no, we're here. And they're like, what? And they told the story like, yeah, we were flying and took a bunch of flak and like took out a couple of the engines, and we took another like blew the bottom of the plane out. Like the bomb fell out, so the dudes all jumped out. They were wearing their parachutes or whatever. And then there was like apparently there's emergency parachutes in the back or some shit. And they jumped out of the fucking plane, and the plane just kept going on itself, flew all the way and landed itself perfectly. Yeah, true story. How wild is that? How wild is that? There's a bunch of them. Just like totally random shit. And all the good ones, they're just debunking. It's all, everything's about the debunk now. Just the debunk. Debunked. Been debunked. That's debunked. You're debunked. All the fun things in life. Been debunked. Doesn't exist. Never happened. And all the terrible shit happens. Debunked. 100% real. Sorry, I'm over here scraping. I don't even know if I'm on camera cleaning out this thing. Dad was not on camera. Sorry about that. Well, that's brutal. I'm losing all my shit here. Harbor Freight. This fucking terrible stream brought to you by Harbor Freight. Just in case you wanted to buy some affordably priced Chinese goods. With an American middleman. That seems to be important. Don't buy it straight from China. You gotta have a middleman in there. He's getting his. All right. Yeah, I don't know. My streams ain't working for shit. My TV just off completely. It won't mirror. My tablet's fucking in la la land. Is this working, dude? I have a clue. Fuck it. 40. I'll do this pretend shit for 20 more minutes, then I'm gonna go do something else. I mean, whatever. Ain't no big deal. It ain't no big deal. So what exciting things happened this week in traffic? Let's talk about traffic. It might not have been this week, but I forgot to tell about this. Every once in a while, I'll take a part of the road where I get off a highway onto a off-ramp that goes for a while. And this off-ramp that I take goes to like a bypass thingy, whatever, from a bypass. But anyways, it had blocked down to one lane for, put like a bike trail in or some shit. Whatever. So for reasons I don't understand, work on the road. The bike trail's being built like a whole like ditch and a road and a fence away. But anyways, they had to block half the road off. So they did. Whatever. It's been blocked off for like a week or two. For as far as I can tell, no actual reason. Well, the day I'm driving down, it's a mile-an-hour section, and like a dude on a moped. When I say a moped, I mean a moped, not a motorcycle, a moped. And another dude had stopped in the closed lane to, I don't know, sell drugs or whatever the fuck people do when they're doing stupid shit they shouldn't fucking be doing. And then whatever they were doing, they were done. And the moped like, fuck it, I'm done being here in this broke down, non-drivable lane. I'm just gonna go. So he just sent it. He didn't look. The dude pulled literally right out in front of me to the point where I had to panic brake. And I almost ran him over at 55 miles an hour. I almost killed a human being at 55 miles an hour. And he never even knew. He didn't know. Swerve. He wasn't, his heart didn't get raised. Nothing. Nothing at all. His buddy watched. I bet his buddy almost shit his pants. I didn't honk. I thought about it, but I was like, well, fuck, I already didn't kill him, so what's the point now? What's the point now of honking at a dude on a fucking moped? Like, how does that communication work? It's like, surprise, motherfucker. F1 fucking scold you. And then a little bit, we drive maybe like 45, 50 seconds. He kind of looks over his shoulder or becomes situationally aware, realizes that he's going about 35 miles an hour and a 55 with a truck respectfully spaced back because I literally almost ran him over. Oh, he swerves back over into the fucking clothesline and waves me by. Yeah, like that dude had no idea. Can you imagine? It makes you wonder, like, how many people every day within a cell phone glance, a fucking look out the window. That's all I had to do. If I looked down at my phone or something for like a half second, dead body. Excuse me. I mean, it was crazy because he just like sitting there parked and then he just went into traffic. Like it was like, I'm done with this world. He just pulled right out into traffic. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, whatever. Good for you, buddy. Hope you got where you're going. It's just wild, dude. Just oblivious, like absolutely oblivious to the fucking world. Oh, I got a good one. This actually happened. And it didn't involve me. I just got to be a witness to it. This very controversial subject in my family. Because I have a lot of bicyclists in my family. I love bicycles and how they're always in the right and they're never in the wrong. Well, I watched a bicyclist the other day. This is a true story. Driving down a hill on a bike path. And I've actually had a quite heated discussion about this. How when you leave the bike path and you enter a road, you must come to a complete stop because that's how life works. Well, these two bicyclists, there was a man and a woman in full gear, bicyclists, are coming down the hill. The man in front with, I'm sure, the attitude, because I witnessed this, I'm a bicyclist, I have the right of way, I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do, right? So he comes down, and it's a crosswalk with a stop sign, like stop, don't cross. I'm going up the hill. I catch a red light because it's a T intersection by a school. Means these two cars at the fucking intersection, they're about to go across on a green light. And he's, so like, bike path, let me draw it. Road I'm on, bike path section, bike coming down the hill. So the guys come along, I stop at the red light, which means it's sling. It's going from red, it's going to green. He blazes across the don't walk signal, right? Which he shouldn't have. But behind him, she's following. Well, by the time she gets there, these guys have a green light. And the guy starts, and she comes flying in, and apparently the guy at the intersection was, not completely a fucking idiot. And dude illegally go across his front bumper and then saw his girlfriend coming, but like he kind of started to go because he had a green light, and then like she came and like, and like she swerved and like, oh yeah, you just about got fucking T-boned, like, and it's like, I just was like, that dude just led his girlfriend almost into her death. Because she was fucking bombing down a hill. Like, just bombing down a hill. And she had to swerve, and the guy had to throw his brakes on. This crazy shit had happened because the bicyclists were breaking traffic law. Because the car had a green light, he was just going into the intersection. The crosswalk and the bicycle path had definitely no stop signs. But because I assume the guy was a douchebag bicyclist, thinks he's better than everyone, he doesn't have to stop for shit. And he almost killed his girlfriend. Like, she would have died. She would have been a dead body. It's just like, what the fuck? It was crazy. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, that happened. Like, weird. Huh. And the dude up front had no idea. Unless she might have said, oh, man, that was weird. That car pulled out right in front of me. Because I'm 100% sure she was absolutely unaware of the situation. 100% sure. Because if she had been, she would have stopped. Because it definitely was a do not enter crosswalk section. Like, big fucking red hand. And the car that was going to be involved in the car accident had a big fucking green turn to enter the intersection type of deal. Like, oh, it was wild. Yeah. And I was sitting there front row, just front row. To the point where, like, she may have flew in the air and hit me. That's how like I'd have been that involved. I may have got her head like on my bumper maybe. If she would have gone skying far enough. But just like, oh yeah, no. Definitely don't follow the laws when you're entering traffic. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Like, Jesus Christ. Shit is wild. Yeah, sorry, that happened just, that was like 3 days ago. I thought for sure she was dead. It's like, oh, dead body, here comes. But she swerved, and the car did stop. He stopped just in time. She missed that bumper by. Surprised her foot didn't hit it. It's just like, but you know, she's just trying to keep up with her man, and he's just He's fucking do not enter the intersections traffic lights. What are those for? I don't shit. It's like, okay, whatever. And people wonder why they didn't make it. Okay. Well, they were coasting. You know, they were going downhill. There's no reason. There's no reason to start slowing down just fucking cars. Like, just keep going full speed. Whatever. What other amazing things have happened lately? Well, something's weird. 48 minutes. That doesn't seem right. I feel like I'm more than 48 minutes. Maybe the stream crapped out and came back. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Cook this last sad pan. Oh, yeah. Actually, I think I'm going to be done because I have to go take a little off-camera break here real quick here. There we go. Look at my cabinets, you weirdos. Jesus Christ. Bunch of voyeurs creep around looking at my shit. Alright. Got my dump truck hat on today. Whatever. Sometimes I wonder why I do this shit. Alright, well, good luck if you're riding a bicycle. You may consider pretending that you're not better than everybody else on the road and not getting hit by a fucking car going through an intersection, because I don't want to watch that shit. Like, I definitely didn't want to watch that lady go fucking... But I was like, oh, it's happening! Like, I was for sure, because I watched her boyfriend. I mean, her boyfriend should have got hit. I mean, there was no reason for him not to get hit. Because he was definitely in the wrong spot when traffic. But I just assumed, like, fucked out that dude that was at that light was the kind of person that doesn't just fucking, you know, sit at the thing until it's my turn and goes, because, like, otherwise, whatever, it doesn't matter. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in if you tuned in. Whatever. I'm going to try to get something done. Arms are feeling a little better, but still sore. Love that to death. Can't get enough of that. That's making my everything awesome. It's the best shit ever. All right. Good luck. Watch out for zombies or whatever the fuck's happening right now. Good luck. Peace. I'm out.